You have new messages. Say a command.
Read one.
Hi Kyle, this is Josh. I heard you were doing The Dark Knight. Oh, cool for you. For freak's sake, man, you're amateur. Seriously, man, you and me, we're freaking done professionally.
The Dark Knight is the best film of the Christopher Nolan trilogy. The thing that's really interesting to me about it is that they basically just used Chicago as is. They wanted to do a lot of daylight shooting to show that, you know, Gotham as a like thriving, functional city, as opposed to like the sort of squalid hellhole that other Batman films have portrayed.
We are tonight's entertainment.
All right, I'm here with Richard Moskal from the Chicago Film Office.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, thanks for being here. We are at the Wyndham Grand Chicago Lakefront, which astute viewers of The Dark Knight will sort of recognize from the party scene where the Joker crashes the party, but also Bruce Wayne's apartment. But we should talk about like how they actually did the party scene, because it was here and it wasn't here. Can you talk about that?
It was a complicated puzzle that they pieced together to create what was Bruce Wayne's domain. They realized that the penthouse itself had to be massive. It had to be extraordinarily tall ceilings. It had to have enormous square footage to host a large party. They fabricated in the lobby of an office building just 3 blocks away here what was supposed to be the big party room. But his bedroom needed to have that look of overlooking all of Gotham. They chose this penthouse as literally just his bedroom alone, despite the fact that this is a lavish space. I mean, this was just his bedroom, but it also served to, depending upon which way the camera was looking, if you were looking out the windows, you were here. If you were looking back at the party, you were at 111 East Wacker Drive.
The Joker, when he throws Maggie Gyllenhaal from the window, that's up here.
If she fell out the window at 111 East Wacker, she'd fall
20 feet.
20 feet. No, there wouldn't be enough time for Batman to jump in and save her.
What was production like here? I mean, they it seemed like they sort of took over the city for a little while.
Well, in some ways, Batman Begins was a bit of a trial run for us. They shot 3 weeks of the film here in Chicago. It was so successful on that first go-round, and frankly, I think we were thrilled to have the show, and we really went out of our way to accommodate it, that when The Dark Knight came through, they wanted to make even greater use of the city. Chris Nolan grew up in Chicago and convinced Warner Brothers that the look of Chicago met his vision of what Gotham City was supposed to be all about. The sort of mix of both modern and vintage architecture that had a timelessness to it, the fact that the city was bounded by the river and bridges that helped create this perimeter by which either you could keep people in or keep people out. This network of underground roadways for where the Batmobile can both hide out as well as pursue the bad guys.
And what was your favorite part of?
I gotta tell you, that truck flipping over was super cool. And the way they did it too, there was a piston mounted in the back end of the trailer that would fire remotely. What kept the truck from flying out of control was that they mounted these teeth literally on the front end of the truck that would then dig into the pavement and sort of hold it still while the back end flipped over. The capacity for any of these productions to use visual effects to create this virtually was there. It could easily have been done. But Chris wanted authenticity. People really flying out of buildings and buildings truly blowing up. That created for us obviously some challenges, and not just giving them the space, but engineering. How, you know, so if a truck flips end over end and slams onto LaSalle Street, what's underneath LaSalle Street that may not work once that truck slams down? There's big movies that have shot in Chicago that have done crazy stunts and spectacular stuff, but there was something rather serious about the filmmaking and serious about the performances. There was a real sophistication to The Dark Knight. And it's great entertainment, it's jarring at times, and it's not always